Alright, good afternoon everybody. My name's Lionel. I'm a Gunitjamara Kurorong Bunjalung man. I'm from my grandmother's from Warrnambool, Port Fairy, Great Ocean Road. The mighty Hopkins River is my grandma's country. We are the Gunitjamara Kurorong from that area. My grandfather is Bunjalung. Byron Bay, Tweed Heads, Mullumbimby, all that beautiful country there is my grandfather's country. And we're the Bunjalung from that area. I live down here in the Mornington Peninsula. I've been living here since '75, so I've been here for quite a while. This is Boonwurrung Bunurong land. So I'd like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of this land, the Boonwurrung and the Bunurong people. I also like to pay my respects to the elders past and present and merging. I also like to pay my respects to the land on which we stand. This land has provided for the Boonwurrung and Bunurong for tens of thousands of years, and it still provides for our multicultural society today. So we always pay our respects to the land. So without the land, none of us are nothing. We're all nothing. I also have to pay my respects to Bunjil, the creative spirit for Southern Victoria. We keep our promise to Bunjil that we respect the land, we respect the flora and the fauna, and respect each other. I'm going to perform a smoking ceremony in a sec to do a cleansing. The reason why we do smoking ceremonies is for cleansings to get rid of negative energy, bad spirits, sicknesses. We use it in funerals, welcoming people into my country. Generally when someone comes and visits our country, we'll smoke them. Because on their way, on their journey, they might pick up negative energies. So we make sure they're not bringing those negative energies into us. So we cleanse them with 3 different plants. Now the first plant I'm going to talk about is the cherry ballart. It grows all over Victoria except for the dry regions. It's an amazing tool tree. This wood we use for spears, woomeras, coolamans, bull roarers, and even spears itself. It's an amazing hardwood. It's one of our hardest woods we have down here. The leaves on this tree, I specialise in bush tucker and medicines. They're my biggest loves. I do stone tool technology as well. But with I've been trying to find bush medicines all over Australia, not just Victoria, but trying to learn as much as I can about them all over Australia. I've been searching for snake bite for a long time. Everyone thinks that Aboriginals are immune to snakes. We are not. Same as anybody else, we get bitten, we go to hospital, otherwise we'd be in big trouble. Now the only plant I've ever come across, I've been told by an elder, I was talking at a function one day, I was asking if any of the elders knew anything about snake bite. And at the end of that function, someone came to me with a piece of paper, opened it up, and it told me that the ballart, I didn't meet the person, it was handed to me. It was told me that this was made into a paste. I don't know the exact process, and this was applied to the snake bite for our medicine. So if you get bitten by a snake, I don't think this is going to help you because I don't know the process. Now, stone fruits. This is a stone fruit. It's coming into season right now. We have some amazing, right now we're actually in our best, we're in second spring right now. It's our best second spring that I've seen probably 10, 15 years. What we have in the bush right now, all over the peninsula, it's amazing what we have. So it's going to be an amazing year when it comes to our fruits. This at the moment is in fruit. You see all the little, you see the seed pods all over this? This is a stone fruit. But it's the only stone fruit in the world where the pip grows on the outside of the fruit instead of the middle. This seed contains cyanide. We throw the seed away. The little red cherry will grow under it. We grab the red cherry, high in antioxidants, high in vitamin C, amazing flavour. Got a very firm texture. This tree for the first year of its life will connect its root system to another tree. That big tree will help this tree grow up to a certain height. When it's strong enough, it'll detach from that tree and will grow on its own. So it's not a true parasitic plant. That is why this tree represents children. Your kids today need us to survive to a certain age. When they get old enough, then they're on their own. Same as the cherry ballart. The next is our eucalypts. This is the manigum. We use eucalypts all over Australia. The wood we can use for our artefacts, making of tools, boomerangs, spears. The sap from this tree is one of our edible saps. Now I grew up on a farm down Main Ridge, just down the road from here. And I was told as a young boy we could eat sap. Aboriginals ate sap. I went out with my best mate. We were treated to a mesmate tree. With that beautiful red sap coming out of the mesmate. I put that sap in my mouth, so did my mate. It diluted, coated my tongue. One of the worst things I ever did. It was like getting your tongue, dipping it in wax, letting the wax dry on your tongue, and you cannot get it off. It took an hour. We had knives, we had spoons, everything, trying to get it off like crazy. It felt like somebody holding my tongue for an hour. It was a very bad feeling. That day I learnt you can't eat all saps. Now I know all about saps. We use saps, are amazing. We make cordials from our saps. We use sap for our super glue. We've been gluing ourselves up to sap for thousands of years. We use saps for making our artefacts. It's amazing what we have here. So this sap from this particular tree is a sugar sweet sap which we use in our cordials. The leaves we use for medicine. Here we use these leaves for headaches, colds, flus, depression, anxiety, and stress. We never used it for colds and flus because we didn't have colds and flus. But everybody in the world now uses it for colds and flus. If your kids get sick, you got a vaporizer at home, don't just use it for a cold and flu. If your kid or anybody in your family is suffering depression, anxiety, stress, headaches or migraines, we use this medicine for that. That's what it was originally made for. So it's not just for colds and flus. We're actually planting our eucalypts all around the world because the oils they release into the air by the sun, and we inhale these oils, they calm us down and mellow us out. That is why they are planting our trees around all the major cities around the world, also throughout Asia, because it fights malaria as well. We actually have the most fragrant bush on earth. Nowhere in the world comes close to what we have in Australia. The place that does come second is in Europe. The pine forest of Europe is miles behind us. No one comes close to our eucalypts, our melaleucas, the oils that we inhale every day. So the mountain gum represents community. Last but not least is the black wattle. All wattle trees are important. We make bread from the seeds for some of the wattle trees. The bark on this tree is medicine bark. I take this bark off the tree, I break it up, I boil it up, and I make a cup of tea from it. I drink this medicinal tea. This is medicine for my stomach and for my mouth. If I have ulcers or open wounds in my body, this is the medicine we use for that. The sap on this tree is edible as well. We use it like a bubble gum. We can also make a jelly from it as well. This wood is a beautiful wood. I use a lot of my artifacts are made from the wood of this tree. It's incredible wood to work with. Witchetty grubs. Anyone here eat witchetty grubs before? Where did you get yours from?
Up in the Murray.
So you got a proper one, did you?
Yeah.
Everybody tells me, oh yeah, my dad got me a witchetty grub. He dug it up out of the garden. They're not witchetty grubs, they're barty grubs. Tastes like dirt because they eat the dirt. Witchetty grubs come from trees. We have 40 different species. And they come from the trees, the wattles and that. They taste like peanut butter because of the beautiful woods they eat. Those barty grubs are not dirt. They do contain protein, that's about it. So 2 different varieties of witchetty grubs. In the trunk of this tree we have the beetle larvae, big witchetty grub in the trunk, and on the roots we have the moth larvae. These leaves, I also use these leaves in fishing. If we follow the creek, if you go up the main creek up here and you follow the creek along, you get these beautiful still ponds. The fish like to hang out there. I go down with a big handful of these leaves, I crush these leaves up on the rocks. The juice from this leaf goes into the water, it deoxygenates the water, doesn't hurt the fish go to sleep, they float to the top, and I can go in and catch whichever fish I like. You've got to do it quickly because they'll wake up and they'll swim off. Now I'm going to put these 3 plants on the fire. I'm going to get a fire going in a sec. I'm going to put these 3 plants on. These plants will produce a medicine smoke. Scientists have done studies on all our smudgings around the world. It's amazing what they've found out with some of our plants. These plants don't just get rid of negative energy, bad spirits. It's been scientifically proven when I come to your house to cleanse your house, it also kills bad bacteria, negative bacteria. So it's amazing what they're finding out from these plants. I have no idea how we use, out of the thousands of trees that we have, these 3 particular plants do what they do. So when I smoke it, it's going to be turned to a white smoke. I'll get you to come up, get some smoke on your body and get it around you. You can also breathe into your lungs. I've smoked thousands of people, I've never had a problem with asthma. Yes. All right. Now we'll be watching out for sparks. If you want to come around, get a bit of smoke on your body, get yourself cleansed, get rid of that negative